EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. These two teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Back to Mixon on first down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. These two teams, division rivals, of course. And you remember back to Week 18 last year, although Colts fans don't want to remember back to Week 18 last year. The Colts needed a win. And the Jags, they were kind of looking ahead to 2022. But the 2-win Jags came up with one of the shockers of the season. They stunned the Colts 26-11 in Jacksonville. And that loss ultimately kept Indianapolis home for the playoffs. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Another run for Murray on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8. The Colts at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. Charles, they were losers last time. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down, it's Jones. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in by Adams. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them, and they took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He hits Adams, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk,
Can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Werner. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
They go play action now. Wilson. There's Beckham. Great grab. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Now Jones. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Now Wilson. Touchdown! Pat Freiermuth. His second touchdown on the season. And the Colts are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Meanwhile, Brady's throw into the hands of McLaurin, finding room at midfield. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. That one is slant to McLaurin. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Gold is good. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Rolling to his left. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing. He's got a man, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going. The red challenge flag making an appearance. Doug Peterson not liking what he saw there. Throwing again on second down. Wilson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On third down, Wilson. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Pat Freiermuth. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And this will be a Jaguars first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Throwing on first down is Brady. This a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Thanks to Frank Clark, that play was doomed from the start. What a job defensively.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Brady. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. That time a slant. Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
Brady's throw there complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Now a second down run for Murray. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. And we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Mixing up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him. They'll find him. Find him.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And he finds McLaurin. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Boy, that was a big gamble for them right there. They went for it on 4th down, showed a little chutzpah because they did it with the lead here in the 4th quarter. And this defense is once again unable to stop them.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Another try for Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now this time, Brady will throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Gold to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
Now it's Wilson. He completes it to Beckham. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Again, Wilson. Caught by Cobb. And he'll be out of bounds after his short pickup, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Wilson to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Throwing now is Wilson. Over the middle to Beckham. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Pierre Desir, and the Jags force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
74 yards rushing for him now to this point. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Jags, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll try to